welcome back, Cult Lords fans. Welcome to 2023.
What?
Yes, Dane, we got to celebrate 2023 with a little champagne.
Yes, well, technically a spumante, but definitely this is an awesome Italian blood orange spumante. It's amazingly refreshing.
Nice.
Good for celiacs too, by the way. But it
Pop
is,
that.
Yep, it is only 6.5% alcohol.
Maybe we should have done this off camera. There we go. All right. Okay. Let's see.
Give it to me.
So it's going to be blood orange?
No, it's just going to be flavored blood orange.
Okay.
But it's very dry.
All right.
This is actually one of the best non-champagnes you can get. It's top notch.
All right. Cheers to 2023.
Woohoo! 2023, we made it into our second year.
Yes, but you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to reflect back on 2022 right now.
While he's talking, yes.
Okay. So this show is going to be the Cult Lords top 8 movies viewed in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start off with Dane's list, and I just want to clarify what this means. We've watched this for the very first time in 2022. So it could be possible that a movie from 2021 slips into this list.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're not going to take, 1969's, 2001 A Space Odyssey, right?
What?
We're not going to put that in here. But, 2022 pretty much is going to rule this. So, we're going to start off with Dane's list.
Yes, and we should say something about subscribers.
Should we? Why don't we do that, Dane?
We need some subscribers. Please, 80% of you are not subscribing.
I know.
And
what are you waiting
once you
for?
subscribe, it's free, by the way, no cost. Hit the like button to like us, not the video. If you don't like the video or the trailer or whatever we're showing, it's us you're liking.
Yeah, so we unfortunately found out that we kept getting these dislikes, and we're like, man, is really everybody disliking these videos? Found out some of our loyal viewers thought this was like a poll where you could, you like Avatar? I didn't like Avatar. I'll hit, dislike. Not realizing that kind of hurts our video in the algorithm. So
right.
It's like us, and then if you didn't like this list or this movie, go tell us in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Very important, and we try to respond to everything. So
we try.
Keep the conversation going.
We've been busy lately, but in 2023, our resolution is to respond much faster.
Oh, really?
Okay. All right. So, Dane.
Yes.
Top 8. Do you have
And
any
we should say, this is only mine. We normally have done these together.
Yeah.
So, it's top 8 of Dane's.
So, what is your... Do you have some honorable mentions?
Yes, I do have some honorable mentions.
All right.
So, Kate.
Kate.
It's kind of a John Wickish type movie.
Okay.
It's got Elizabeth Winstead playing an assassin in Tokyo, who is what's the word I'm looking for? Betrayed by a friend and has a poison that she has to get to the antidote by going through a big killing spree through Tokyo to get to it. Really good movie. I really liked it, and she's a great actor.
Kate Winslet.
No,
Hudson?
Mary something Winstead.
Oh.
What's her name?
Oh, yeah, the girl from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, she's a great actress. You don't see a lot of her. She's currently, I think, married to you.
Was this in the theaters, or was this on the streaming?
It was on the streaming.
Okay.
So, I think I got it on Netflix.
Okay.
But I caught it once in a while, and I thought, I'm going to watch this movie just because it was appealing to me. And they did a great job. I mean... because John Wick is out there and like The Transporter and other these action, it's in that genre, but still an outstanding movie and
not outstanding enough to make your top 8. It's only in the honorable
it's in the
mentions.
honorable mentions.
All right, so what's the next honorable mention that you got?
Hellhole. And this one's just for you, JR, to creep you out.
Okay.
It's a satanic. I don't want to give too much away, but it's on Netflix and it's
just give the premise. Don't give.
The premise is this priest, who's secretly an undercover criminal investigator, is going into this monastery in, it's like in Croatia, Serbia, or something like that.
Is this a foreign language pick?
It is all in foreign language, but I forget if they subtitled it or dubbed. But the premise is he gets in there, and of course, because all these women, which are mostly prostitutes, are missing in the area.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure it out. So he poses as a priest to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say all hell breaks loose.
All right. Well, hellhole in the honorable mention.
Right. Big setup. Honorable mention. So
wait,
number 8.
I just want to know, where did you view this movie?
On Netflix.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we are up to number
8.
Yes.
Another Netflix. The Forgotten Battle. Now, this was actually done by the Netflix Dutch division, if I remember correctly. And really outstanding World War II movie about a forgotten battle. And the premise is that when the Allies came in and were beating the Nazis back, they went all the way up to the canal that separates like Europe for the lowlands of Netherlands. Mm-hmm. And Germany thought they were going to keep going. And so they started retreating on the other side, and then everyone stopped. So because they had started retreating, all the local people, either the the local workers or the people they all thought, well, that's it. We can now start fighting them, because kick their asses as they're moving out. Well, of course, that didn't happen. So the movie is set up in 3 different storylines with a British contingent that is flying in on a giant battalion and with gliders. And the funny thing is the guy who's the leader, the captain of the contingent with a little mustache, it's the guy who plays Malfoy.
Yeah. You know what? I think I've seen.
Yeah, and he does a great job. But that one's all in English. So the movie is in 3 different languages. There's the Netherlands Dutch segment, which is all subtitled. The English is obviously English. And then there's the German.
Okay.
And so it's 3 different viewpoints of the battle that obviously culminate in the end.
Nice.
Great, outstanding movie.
And it's called what again?
The Forgotten Battle.
The Forgotten Battle. Okay.
Yep.
So that was your number
8.
8.
Number 8.
So we are up to number 7.
Number 7. Number 7 for me is Weird.
Weird.
The Weird Al Yankovic biography parody.
Yes, and you know what? We did a movie review of this. Here's the thumbnail. Find it on our channel and go watch it. It's pretty funny.
His ukulele skills are amazing.
You have to see my ukulele skills. So
watch him whip it out.
So what did you like about Weird?
Weird. Outstanding film. There were so many little sub cameos, but they weren't really cameos because there were people playing other people.
Right.
Which was the main premise because Daniel Radcliffe played Weird Al in the first place, but then Weird Al shows up as a studio exec.
Yeah.
But, it's a really funny parody, loose biography of his life from where he, of course, got the accordion at the beginning.
Right.
All the way to where he is now the superstar.
Dead.
Dead. Well, a zombie.
Yes.
And his torrid affair with Madonna, which we all thought probably was happening, but we never saw it.
Yeah.
So this is that little thing, but it's hilarious, and especially if you like his music, he does a great job introducing bits and pieces of like where songs came from and all that. My Bologna, Rocky Road. So outstanding.
Was number 7?
That was number 7.
So this is now up to your number 6.
That's right. Let me read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Making sure I didn't miscount. Number 6, The Menu.
The Menu. What's on the menu?
What's on the menu?
What did you like about that movie?
I actually saw that movie twice in a row because I saw it first. And then and I always thought it was interesting. We saw the trailer in the movie theater and everything, so I caught it. It was another one that was on Netflix or HBO, and then I thought it was so good. I told my wife the next day, "We got to watch this." And I watched it again, back to back.
Yeah.
And I still, even the second time, I still got kind of like shivers on some of the parts because you kind of anticipate it's coming.
Yeah.
But still, outstanding movie. Not what you would expect. It's, of course, a high-end restaurant. Everyone's going out to this remote island. And so if you're a foodie, you definitely have to see that movie because every foodie's nightmare comes true. Let's put it that way, and I'll leave it at that.
And you got to watch for Anna Joy Taylor. Is that right?
Anna Joy Taylor. Ralph Fiennes Ralph Fiennes is the chef, the lead chef. But I mean, actually, there's a lot of people in there. Leguizamos, he's kind of playing himself.
Yeah, that Nicholas Hoult or whatever.
Nicholas Hoult is kind of another main character.
Yeah. So
it was good.
Yeah,
excellent.
That was a very interesting movie. So Don't want to give too much away, but if you have not seen the menu, you should see the menu.
Yeah, highly recommend. We should do a review of it.
So that was your number 6.
Yep.
What is your number 5, Dane?
Wakanda Forever.
Ooh.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. All right.
What was it? Number 4? Yeah,
Number
4
5.
for number 5.
Yeah.
And that was an outstanding movie, too. I mean, they did a great homage to Chadwick Boseman. I think there was still some scene. It was a little too long. I mean, they could have cut down on some things and like trimmed it up. And we had talked about this when we did the review. I think Namor, he was a bad guy at first. Mm-hmm. They should have kept it to it. They should have made him a bad guy, made them all like evil, and then the next movie kind of regenerate it and everything. But it was still an outstanding movie, and highly recommend.
Go take a look at our review of Wakanda Forever. So see what you think.
They had some tall shoes to fill from the first movie.
Yeah, they did.
And I think they pretty much did it. You
got it at number 5. So,
I had a number 5.
So I would think you really liked it.
Yep.
Well, that brings us to your number 4.
Number 4, Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night.
I mean, 45-minute movie. You can't go wrong with that. Still a movie. It never got turned into a series, but this was a Disney
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And special one-off, although they'll probably do another one sometime in the next 10 years. But it was a werewolf takeoff of the Werewolf by Night comic, which came out in 1971, if I remember. Loosely based. I mean, it wasn't exactly the same storyline. But they did such an outstanding job with pulling in the old horror, Frankenstein, black. The whole thing was done in black and white, so it was kind of like the original Dracula creepiness. And then a slow introduction of what was going on. Because, even though you knew it was Werewolf by Night, you still didn't know who really the werewolf was.
Right.
It was obvious at a point, but still it was well done.
If you have not seen our movie review of Werewolf by Night, it's probably one of our most popular movie reviews, and there's reasons why. So you got to go check out our review of that. It's pretty interesting. We actually, that movie review probably took us longer than any other thing we've ever edited because we built in a lot of special effects into this, and you'll see what we're talking about if you go watch it. So check that out.
Yep.
So that was your number 4.
Yes, number 4.
So now I'm gonna try. Let me think. Let me see if I can guess what your top 3 are. All right. What's your number 3?
Number 3, Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Top Gun Maverick. We both gave it super high ratings. They did such an outstanding job. I mean, everyone did not actually have high hopes that it was going to meet the same level as the first movie. I mean, but they really did do it. I mean, there was
exceeded the first movie.
They exceeded the first movie. There was still a little bit of jokiness between the characters that I thought, okay, this could have been less, what's the word?
Well, you need a little comic relief.
You needed some comic relief. But I mean, it was just so outstanding with one ending, and then you're like, and then another ending, you're like, what? And then another, and you're kind of like...
And if you watch that in Dolby Atmos, that sound and those visuals...
And all what he did, the outstanding job with how he filmed it and had all the actors really in the planes with like point of view cameras. Yeah. The funny thing is he was probably using the same technology that James Cameron was used for Avatar 2 with the cameras like right in their face kind of the whole time. But it was an outstanding movie, and kudos to Tom Cruise for really waiting it out. Because what was it, 35 years? Mm-hmm. Or 37 because it was delayed by 2 or something?
I don't know.
But absolutely.
Well, I'm surprised that's your number 3. So now I'm trying to figure out. Ooh. I already know what one of them is going to be, but I don't know what the other one's going to be.
Okay.
So we'll have to see. What is your number 2?
Number 2, Nobody.
Nobody.
The Odenkirk movie.
Yeah.
I just love the grittiness and the reality of that movie and how they slowly revealed Odenkirk being a former CIA operative. It's very John Wickish in a lot of ways. I mean, it's the same the producer or something like that, and the stunt coordinator are the same person. But the fight scenes are absolutely over the top. The other thing that's different about it is that they made him be kind of like a rundown, beat up dad, and his family can't stand him because he's been kind of been a pussy for the last 5 years because he really was holding back. But then when he opens up the floodgates, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the next movie.
And just before anybody flames Dane,
yes,
that's definitely a 2021 movie. We know it.
Mm-hmm.
But our rules for this is, what did you see for the first time in 2022? Right. So we know it's a 2021 movie. He didn't watch it until 2022, right? 2021 movie that he watched in 2022. So, yes, we know it's 2021, okay?
Right.
But everything else I've heard from him, I think, has been 2022. So, we told each other we could do that if we kept it to a minimum, right? Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, that's your number 2.
Yep.
Nobody. And I think I know what number 1 is, but we'll have to see. You might totally shock me here.
Okay.
All right. What is number 1?
Downton Abbey, New Era.
I knew
Did
exactly.
You see that coming?
I totally saw that coming. I said it's going to be Downton Abbey. Yeah.
That's not it.
Okay.
You know what it is.
I know it.
The Batman.
The Batman.
You cannot get any better. I still, the whole Christopher Nolan with Christian Bale, outstanding. That was for the longest time the best Batman ever. But I just thought this new one, and I can't remember the guy's name.
Robert Pattinson?
Singer? No, the
Mark Singer. That's like a B-movie
actress. It's Bat something?
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves, yeah. That's right. Bat Reeves.
Mark Singer's like, he was like in the TV show V.
He was also a Beastmaster or something like that. Yeah. Mark Singer. Where's Mark Singer these days?
Yeah. All right. So Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, and what made this your number 1?
So for one thing, the grittiness, the reality of it, that he was only 2 years into being Batman and he was a vigilante, and the whole camaraderie between him and Lieutenant Gordon, who was still kind of the Boy Scout and in the cop force, and no one trusted him. I just thought that played off so well. The spookiness and the creepiness, they just played everything. When the Batmobile came out and we were in Dolby Atmos and we were like, blah, 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 blah. It was like the best introduction ever for the Batmobile.
I wish I could relive that moment, because when they introduced the Batmobile for the first time,
right,
and that sound comes on, it's a unique sound, and you heard that in Dolby Atmos in the theaters, it was exciting.
Yeah.
And the whole crowd was just
right
revved up for that. You know what I mean?
And I do say this once in a while. I will start tearing up at certain things. And that movie twice in 2 different areas, I do that.
Yeah.
And it's just because you just kind of feel they really portrayed the emotional impact of like what Batman and the people that didn't trust him at first and then came to trust him afterwards, and what he had to do to kind of fight it off. I mean, whatever the next movie is, which I'm going to assume is going to be the Joker, and this is no big thing. I mean,
right.
That's going to be in the next one. It's absolutely outstanding, and so that, because of the emotional tie-in and how well they did the whole vigilante
They just announced the new villain for the next one.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's King Tut.
All hail to King Tut, great fawn of Thebes, nemesis of the Nile. Thank you, Grand Vizier, thank you. It was delightfully spoken.
Really?
No.
It's not one of the other ridiculous ones. King Tut. I'm trying to think of another one.
King Tut was... First of all, King Tut never appeared in the comics.
Oh, that was totally made up.
That was totally made up for the Adam West villains.
The campy villains.
Yeah. I mean, they have since put him into some comics, but when those Adam West Batman came out, there was the Penguin, the Riddler, Catwoman, right. All those people had appeared in comics, Joker, but King Tut they made up.
Oh, okay. Well, there was probably a couple others they made up too. They were just so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be Joker.
Well, and that was the beauty of this one too, is that it's not really a spoiler. I think it's out there. The Riddler, I mean, everything was just so well done with how realistic it was, and how he played on social media and pulled in cohorts and all this other stuff. And I'll leave it at that. But absolutely my top movie for 2022.
Wow.
So
Well, that is interesting. We'll have to see how many of those make
it was
my
not
list.
Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey was definitely on there. There was a couple other ones that I left off.
Yeah. Yeah. There's. We'll have to see how close your list is to my list. And
I know, it'd be
so-
very interesting. But just to go through really quick. Number 8, Forgotten Battle. Weird. The Menu. Wakanda Forever. Werewolf by Night. Top Gun. Nobody. And The Batman.
All right. Oh, Dane, just as a bonus, what movie are you looking most forward to for 2023?
2023. I'm trying to think of the trailers that we've seen. Last of Us doesn't count. That's a series.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't think of one trailer that really is the Evil Dead 2 series that is literally coming out this year. That looks pretty kick-ass.
That does. That looks pretty
Might
good.
have to bring my mommy and my blankie with me for that one, because that looks really gory and scary at the same time.
Well, there you go, Cult Lords fans. That is Dane's top 8. Do you agree with all the things he's got on there? Is there anything that you think he missed?
Yeah.
I think so. We'll talk about that in my top 8.
What?
But, I want to hear what you guys think about his list. And then tell us what was in your top 8. I would love to see that. After you go down and hit subscribe, hit like, then you can comment. And Dane,
What are you waiting for?
Oh, the top 8 movies of all time, 2022. Thanks for joining us and have a wonderful 2023. Peace out.